Okay, hello, Mrs. Ria again for the next segment, that is multiplication and division of fractions. When we are multiplying fractions, we multiply the numerators and then the denominators. When we are dividing fractions, we change the division sign to multiplication and we multiply by the reciprocal of the divisor, or we say the inverse of the divisor. Okay, let's start. Example, we have 3/4 multiplied by 1/5. Okay, so we have 3 times 1 over 4 times 5, which is 3 over 20. 3 over 20 is already in its simplest form, so we cannot simplify any further. Let's look at the next example. 2/3 multiplied by a half. Okay, 2 times 1, 2 over 3 times 2, 6. Okay, 2 on 6 has the highest common factor of 2, so we can divide by the highest common factor 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1, 6 divided by 2 is 3. So, we have 1/3. 1/3 is already in its simplest form. We cannot simplify any further. Okay, let's go to division of fractions. Okay, let's start with 2/5 divided by 1/3. Now, we are going to change the division sign to a multiplication sign. So, we have 2 over 5 or 2/5 times. As we have already mentioned, we'll take the reciprocal of the divisor. Or we take the inverse of the divisor, which is going to be 3 on 1. And now we have 2 times 3, which is 6 over 5 times 1, which is 5. Now, 6 on 5 is an improper fraction, so we are going to change that to a mixed number. We divide 6 by 5. 6 divided by 5 is 1, and 1 remains, so we write that 1 over 5. So, our final answer is 1 and 1/5. Now, we are going to go to a little bit more complicated one where we are going to divide mixed numbers. Okay, let's see. F 2.5 divided by 1 and 1/3. Now, when we are dividing or multiplying by a mixed number, we have to change that to an improper fraction. How do we do that? We multiply the denominator by the whole number and we add the numerator. That becomes our numerator and we put that over the denominator of that fraction. 2 times 2 is 4 plus 1 is 5. So we have 5 over 2 divided by 3 times 1, 3 plus 1 is 4. So 4 over 3. That is equal to 5 over 2. We change this to a multiplication sign, and 4 on 3 will have to be inverted, or we take the reciprocal of that or the inverse of that, which is 3 on 4. Now we have 15 over 8, which is equal to 1 and 7 over 8. That is the final answer to our division problem. Okay. In today's lesson, we looked at multiplication and division of fractions. When we multiply the numerators and then the denominators. When we are dividing, we change the division sign to a multiplication sign and we multiply by its reciprocal or its inverse, the inverse of the divisor. That brings us to the end of our lesson. Thank you.